Hey guys, Jack here from My Collect Apple, and today I'm doing a pretty special unboxing. It's something I really didn't expect I'd be able to unbox anytime soon. It is the iMac Pro, so Apple's new Pro desktop. It is the first iMac to come in space grey, and this thing is a beast. The model I'm unboxing here is just the base configuration, which is still pretty incredible. It does retail for £4,899 in the UK and $4,999 in the US. Okay, so I'm super excited to be with this computer, so let's get straight into it and start the unboxing. First of all, we're going to pull this tab to open the packaging, same as every other iMac, so nothing special there. Once that's torn off, we can open up the box, and I assume we'll be presented with our accessories. And there they are in their little package. We do have Designed by Apple in California on the front of the box. This obviously contains our keyboard and Magic Mouse, so let's slide it all out. And of course, these accessories come in space grey. This model doesn't come with the trackpad, only the Magic Mouse 2 and the Magic Keyboard. The extended Magic Keyboard, which was released earlier this year at WWDC. Let's get the plastic off of that and take a look at it. Now, obviously, it's a space grey aluminium finish with black keycaps. It looks really cool. You charge it via the lightning port. It's got a black back to it. These peripherals are selling for ridiculous prices on eBay. I've seen some go for like £1,000. So it's really, really cool to be seeing them in person. Even the little bag that the mouse comes in is grey when it's usually white. It's just little cool touches like that when you're spending this much money on a computer. So let's take a look at that mouse. Wow, it's pretty attractive, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with the normal mouse, but this one just looks like really stealthy, really cool. That's really nice. I literally want this Mac so much, even if it is just for the accessories. And of course, we do also get the only place you can find a genuine black lightning cable, a first-party lightning cable in black, which is super cool, obviously for charging your mouse and keyboard, but could be used with any of your Apple devices. So that's worth having. So let's take a quick look at the documentation that comes with the iMac. We have a quick start guide with iMac Pro on the front. Inside it's just telling us about the features of the computer, and on the other side we have mouse gestures and some more info. We have product information, warranty information, and of course some black Apple stickers, just like the ones from the 2013 Mac Pro. Very nice indeed, if you collect those. And a normal black cleaning cloth. Closer look at the accessories, the lightning cable, the space gray keyboard and mouse, all very, very nice. So if we go back to the main box, we'll pull the front down like that, and the iMac is actually super well protected in the box compared to normal. This brown padding is not found in the normal iMac box. Sitting on the foot here, we have our cable box, which is also unique to this iMac. Normally it's just stuffed in the packaging. So let's get into this. I've never seen one of these, so let's have a quick look. How do we get in? Oh, it just slides out. And there it is. There is our black power cable, similar to the one found in the 2013 Mac Pro, but normally, obviously, on iMacs they are white. So it's unique to this iMac, but also found on the Mac Pro. So we'll just pull the packaging off and take a quick look at it. Obviously, it's just a plastic cable. It's exactly the same as a normal iMac power cable, just in black to match the finish of the computer. So nothing too special there. And at this point we get our first glimpse of that space grey finish in person. So we've removed the outer packaging, and we're just going to lift the iMac out of the inner packaging like so. And we'll just put that to one side because we don't need that. And if we move the iMac back a bit so we can get a better look at it, it again is covered in this grey bag, which is usually on iMacs, but once again, usually a lighter grey, almost white colour. So it's just cool the way they've packaged this to match the theme of the device. So if we undo it at the back here, we will get to see this thing properly. So this should just slide off, and there it is. Very, very pretty indeed. This thing just looks absolutely mean. So it's covered in lots of protective plastic, so we'll have to get that off bit by bit, starting with the Apple logo, which is also the antenna. That's protected by some plastic. And then the display is obviously protected by plastic, which is a bit longer to get off because you sort of have to go along the edge unpicking this plastic before you can pull it off the front. You got to go across every single edge before you can move it, including the bottom. There we get a quick look at the new cooling vents, but we will get a look at them more in a second. Once that's all done, we can pull this off the display and have a look at this thing completely unboxed. So on the front, iMac Pro looks exactly the same as a 27-inch iMac, just in space grey. However, when you flip it round to the back, things start getting a little bit different from normal. So you first of all have your headphone jack and your SD card slot, but you also have 4 USB 3 ports and now 4 USB-C ports and a 10 gigabit Ethernet port. Right at the bottom you have some additional cooling vents. You have your normal cooling vents behind the stand, and what is missing is a RAM door, so you cannot upgrade the RAM yourself on this iMac, unlike normal 27-inch models. At the top you do have 2 microphones, one for noise cancellation and one for recording you, same as always. And around the front you have an upgraded 1080p iSight webcam, previously 720p. It does make a noticeable difference. So let's get this thing connected to power and boot it for the first time and see what using iMac Pro is actually like. So I'm just sliding the cable in the back there, bit of an awkward angle, so I need 2 hands to push it in. Just check it's seated properly and plug it into a wall outlet and turn it on, obviously. Power button is in the usual place around the back on the left, and once the computer starts up it prompts us to connect the mouse, so we'll just turn that on and it will automatically pair. And then it will ask us to do the same for the keyboard, which is a similar situation. So iMac Pro was originally unveiled at WWDC 2017 last summer. It shipped just before Christmas 2017, and it's Apple's first Pro desktop since the Mac Pro in December 2013. Obviously they have confirmed that they are working on a new Mac Pro, but in the meantime this is the sort of all-in-one solution which is going to be appealing to lots of people who just want a nice tidy Pro desktop. And yeah, these things are super powerful. They've redesigned all the cooling systems. Even this base model, it comes with an 8-core Intel Xeon W processor, running at 3.2 GHz, turbo boost up to 4.2. It has 32 gig of RAM, which is configurable up to 128 gig. It comes with a 1TB SSD as standard, configurable up to 4 terabytes. The GPU is an AMD Radeon Pro with 8 gigabytes of VRAM as standard, configurable up to 16 gig of VRAM. And of course it has that stunning 27-inch Retina 5K display. Obviously you've got your space grey peripherals. Something really cool about that, in Bluetooth preferences, they do actually show up as black icons, which is really, really cool. It's little things like that that still makes buying a Mac so special. Another cool thing when you first set up the iMac is you get to view this user guide, or a sort of welcome quick started guide, which I've never really seen before on a Mac, but this is obviously tailored specifically for the iMac Pro. It pops up as a little notification saying welcome to your new iMac Pro, and then it does have this list of fairly basic steps, but it is a really cool sort of web page that they've designed at help.apple.com. And it's just a nice touch when you spent this much money on a computer to have this welcome guide for you. So when I was playing with this Mac, I decided to try and put it to the test a little bit. I opened all the applications in the application folder at once, and they all just flew open. No lag at all, so that's just showing off the power of the graphics cards. The animation was completely smooth. And obviously in Activity Monitor the CPU was 98% idle. Now of course we're not actually using these apps, they are just sitting there, but they all had just opened up and the iMac didn't seem to sweat it at all. So that's pretty much it for my iMac Pro unboxing. My initial impressions are this thing is awesome, I really want one. Whether I can justify one or not, that's a completely different story. But just the thing is really good looking and it is super powerful. It'd be really great for editing videos and writing code, which is what I do primarily on my desktop. But yeah, it's a really good sign to see Apple focused on Pro desktops and Pro users, and I really can't wait to see what the new Mac Pro is like when that comes out, but we'll have to wait a little bit longer for that. So until next time guys, thanks for watching and take care.